Butter, 2 sticks. Check. 3/4 cup regular sugar. And I'm going to clean up as I go. That means I'm going to put the sugar away now that I'm done with it. Same thing for brown sugar, 3/4 cup brown sugar. You know, that's my little brown sugar scoop right there. A little extra brown sugar never hurt anyone, right? See my little houses in there of brown sugar. And then I do 2 capfuls of vanilla. That way I don't have to dirty up a spoon. It's time to beat it all together before we add the eggs. So I'm going to get my little mixer. My mixer is crazy because it doesn't have an off button anymore. Like when I turn it to off, it does not turn off. So I got a new one, but I didn't like it as well. Like the beaters weren't, I don't know. Anyways, I decided I would use, because it's perfectly fine. All you have to do is unplug it when you want it to stop. But that's my beater story. Okay, now see, I'm going to put it in the bowl and then I'm going to turn it on and it automatically turns on. I know it kind of stinks, but that's just the way it is. It's the way I roll. So here we go. Oops. Okay, it's not the off button, it's like a power boost button. If I push it too hard, then it goes. But if I push it just right, then it'll turn off so that I can unplug it. I've got it down to my little technique here. Okay, then I add the eggs. It says add 1 at a time and beat in between, but I just usually add both eggs at one time. Because what's the point? I'm sure there's a reason for it, but they turn out fine this way. So this is the way I'm doing it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy pudding and pie. Okay, my beater's in my bowl ready. Okay, here we go. Oops. There's 1 cup of flour, and I just sprinkle it all around in the bowl. And I'm not even using a knife to level it off or anything. I'm just digging it and then kind of scooching it back and forth like that until it looks about a cup. And then we sprinkle it in the bowl. We just do a 1/4. Cleaning up as we go. We're putting our flour back in the cupboard. So then all we have left are the baking soda, a teaspoonful, salt, a teaspoonful, and then we'll blend it together again. Oh, the secret ingredient. And I didn't do the dry ingredients in a separate bowl. Whenever it says to do the dry ingredients in a separate bowl, I rarely do. There's a few occasions where I do, but it usually turns out, because I've tried both ways, and it usually turns out just the same. So I'm not sure why they have you mix all the dry. I guess they want it to just be uniform. But with blenders and mixers now these days, it's going to be mixed pretty well. Plus these bad boys here, they mix pretty good. So anyways, okay, I'm going to put the baking soda up. Or I guess it's right there. Okay, now, this is my secret ingredient. Make sure no one's around, no one's listening. Okay. Oatmeal baby food is my secret ingredient. This is why. Because you get the yummy, yummy flavor of a delicious oatmeal bowl of yummy. It's kind of like this rich, buttery, nutty oatmeal taste. But you don't get any of the texture because it's fine powder, right? So people don't even know they're like oat chocolate chips because there's no oaty texture. But you still get the delicious oatmeal flavor. So this is really important. And I never measure, so I'm not exactly sure how much I put in. So I just eyeball it. But I would say probably a full cup at least. So let's see. This is what it looks like. I've got my goo on the bottom and then my flour, salt, baking powder, and then that's probably good about right there. So whatever whatever that amount was. I'm sorry, I should probably measure that. But anyways, It just is enough to cover the whole bowl in it. You know, the whole bowl is full of that. So now we're going to beat her again. Sometimes it's a little bit wetter than this. This looks not too wet, but it's tasting right. That's the main thing. On the side, I have my favorite recipe, which is this, you know, Nestle's Toll House original cookies. And then I've got some other recipes right there at my disposal. Chocolate chip pie. That way I don't have to go hunting through my recipe book every time I want to find it, because those are the recipes I use the most with chocolate chips. So I've got them just taped right on there. Many of you may have noticed that the recipe is pretty much Nestle Toll House cookies. So it is, except of course the special ingredient of my baby food oatmeal and a sprinkling of love. One beater and then you're to bed, okay?
Okay.
Silly goose. Whatever's on sale is fine as long as it's semi-sweet. Plain chocolate chips. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to preheat my oven. Duh. Okay. Bake 350. Okay, Boo is going to help me stir, and then she is going to bed. Alright, one tiny little pinch, and that's it.
Nope.
You're going to get salmonella poisoning.
It's hard.
I know. You want me to help you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're ready to put the dough on the cookie sheet. So what I like to do is, rather than just cook it right on the surface of a baking sheet or pan, this one is a half sheet baking pan right here. I like to use parchment paper. There is a difference between parchment paper and wax paper. I'm not sure if you're a beginning cooker or if you're a gourmet chef, but don't bake wax paper. Parchment paper. Great for baking. It says oven safe. I don't use a teaspoonful. I just grab a little. Depends how big you like your cookies. I like mine kind of small to medium. And I think it's because then I feel less guilty if I eat more than 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Now for my oven, it's exactly 11 minutes. Okay. Close that bad boy up. Timer, 11 minutes, start. I am a robot. Okay, so there's the way I make my cookies. All I have to do is take them out and enjoy them. So when it comes out, I hope you can taste how good they are. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. These are the way they're supposed to look. They look delish. And I'm going to transfer the cookies from the baking sheet to the cooling rack. You could let it cool just a few minutes, but they usually never fall apart on me when I'm transferring them, so I go ahead and just do it. And nothing got on the pan, no crumbs, no nothing, no droppings or anything, so it stayed really clean. So I'll just go ahead and put the pan, once it's cooled, back in my pan drawer. And of course I've got my milk already waiting for me right here, because you can't have cookies without milk. And I don't think I can wait till they cool off either. I'll just have to eat it hot. Hot to trot. So let's see, here we go. That's really good. They'll harden up just a little bit more as they cool. Now that's just out of this world delicious. Anyways, thank you for watching The Green Apple Home. I hope you had a good time baking cookies with me. And we will see you next time.